Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Volunteers will kick this away and start us off. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And now from the pistol formation, the quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking for some space. It's Brooks. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really, over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Important second down play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. They're going to run it, and they'll stop him after a short gain. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw again. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Oh, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Volunteers are on the move here. Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 40. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? The shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
This try is no good. With that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Handoff in a single back formation. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's Brooks. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And tackled after a small pickup there. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that '98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
First down, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And the field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The game moves the ball to a 34. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the ground, it's Brooks.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Here's the handoff. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That short completion sets up a third down play. And the wideout goes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He knocks this one right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. sees offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
First and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vols. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Might have to try the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone on this possession. First down. Looking to throw the football. Finds his target. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Now it's second down here. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Second down, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Going to try to use his legs here. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it. One more play before they head to the locker room. The DB's backing off from the line now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. That game moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Breaking free at the 35. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. You got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in and stretches this defense out wide, it can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game up just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Got space looking for the end zone here. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
And the Volunteers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they will claim the second half lead. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own.
It's blocked. Still a live ball here.
Chris, we're in the fourth quarter. You're in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and you turn it over. You've given this opponent some life.
After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint at the 20. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
So here we go. Off the huge gain, they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's a quick grab, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. That's a safety for the defense.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. The ball is caught. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you could just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. There's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
They'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
On the play. Second down.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Number 19 on the field goal. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 16, Notre Dame 15.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff.
Notre Dame.
So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And this one of those pressure moments in a place kicker's life to put his team on top during the fourth quarter. No problem, knocks it right through. And they've regained the lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. As a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Breaking through defenders. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Vols pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. The Vols are looking to keep this drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Aiming for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. So now it's a 6-point lead.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for the wide out. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. They're going to set up third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Completion makes it second down. He'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
He's brought down at the 38.
And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Tailback with another carry. Finding some room at the 25. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow.